Hello, you're welcome to your seventh HTML tutorial. In this tutorial, we will link pages together. In case you were wondering in the past tutorial, how do I know all these properties? The truth is that I memorized them, and in time you'll come to know all properties you need and memorize them. And here's a tip: if you want to do anything, just Google it. For instance, if you wanted to change text color, you can Google how to change text color in HTML. Alright, if you wanted to change background color, you can Google how to change background color in HTML. Otherwise, you can visit my site and drop a comment or send a message. I'll reply you and put you through. Alright, so in this tutorial, we'll be linking our pages together. But before we do that, we need to put ourselves in order. And as you can see in our folder here, remember this folder we had on our desktop, it's not organized. If you're building your site, the first thing you need to do after creating the folder is to create a new folder, and I created a new folder and called it images. Then you create another folder and call it CSS. Then you create another folder and call it JS. Very good. The reason for this is, let me rearrange this. The reason for this is so that your files will be organized. For instance, these styles, this is CSS style. It's not advised to always put styles right inside the tag. What we can do is we can copy out all these styles, put it in a separate file, and save that file in CSS. Then come here and link to that file, so that our work will be neat. Because if you're building a big site, before you know, you have written thousands of lines of text like this. If these things are there, it will be confusing, and there will be no coordination. That's why when you're designing your site, one of the first things you want to do is actually organize these folders. The next thing is this one is for your JavaScript files. Maybe you wrote files about that makes things blink or make things move around. You made drop downs on your stuff, drop down menus and stuff. This is where you write all the code instead of right there in the body like that. Okay, so in this tutorial we'll be linking. Let's create a second page and call it About Us. I copied and repasted, so I'm going to edit this file and call it About Us. About.html us. Remember, when you're naming your files, you don't put space, you just use underscore or dash. Anyone for you. I'm using underscore, I'm used to it. Alright, so I created a second page. Let's open that page with our editor. Right click and open with your editor, and in the editor it has opened here, so it's identical. I want to customize it to look like our new destination. I'll call it About Us. Remember the title. Then also I will make sure that our background is different. I'll give it a red background so we'll know when red background, and then it's already in red. I'll just put it somewhere here. Cool. And instead of hello world, I'll put about world. About world. Then instead of all this text here, I can put something interesting and say something like welcome to our About page. Alright, so here's what we want to do. We want to create a link from this page that will take people to this page. So from this our first page, I'm refreshing. From this our first page, we want to create a link, something that somebody will click and it will take them to our About page. So this is our index page. So we are back to our index page. So we want to create a link and we'll say, hey, click here to go to About page, and then we'll break it so it will be on a different line, break line. When you're back and refresh, you notice something. Even if we're clicking it, it doesn't go anywhere, so we'll make it a link. Alright, so in this, to make it a link, what we'll do is put it inside an element. The element is the A element, like that. So we'll put it inside this guy. But then that's not enough. We have to add an attribute and say href, where is it going to? Href points about where it's going to. We'll give it the exact name of the page. This is about us. We'll say, okay, go to about_us.html, and that's it. That's all we need. So if we come back here and refresh, what we have is click here to go to about page, and when we click, then we're in about page. So this is very interesting and very easy to do. I want to show you something else. What if your site, this worked? Let me place it side by side. This link here worked because this about us is on the same folder level with index. What if this about us was somewhere? Okay, let me create another page, copying it. So let me create another folder, and inside that folder we have more. Maybe we will title the folder more, and the file we want to link to is inside more. So I'm creating a new file inside more, naming it contact_us. So as usual, I will edit it to bear the name contact us. I will say, okay, contact world, and then maybe I'll change the background to something crazy. Example, choose a color, and then something in the green. Green is cool. Alright, so this is welcome to contact page. So this is a cool way, and we have done that. So if we wanted to link to contact us, remember it's in another folder. So we'll just do something crazy here. We'll do ahref, the contact page. We'll say it's in more folder, which is contact_us.html, and contact us, and I'll put it in a separate line here. So what happened is that this contact us is on a folder that is on the same root level with the index. So that's why we have to mention the folder's name first. So the next thing we'll do is to go and check whether we did the right thing. We'll go back to index page, refresh. We have click here to go to about page, then contact us. We'll click on it, and then we're in contact us. So remember that the linking is also on your address bar. So if you look here, you see my first site, you see a folder called more, then you see the file contact us. If we went back to index, we'll see my first site, we'll see index immediately. So it's important that you understand how to do file linking. If we were in contact us and want to link back to index, remember it's in a folder one step up. So we'll come here and say welcome to contact page, go to index. So what we'll do is we will put it inside a tag and say href. Let me show you. We'll locate our folder in desktop, my site. That's it. Then we'll go to index. See what happened? 2 dots moves you one step up. So if you're in a file that is inside a folder and you want to go back one step up, you put 2 dots. If you are going to move 2 steps up, you put 2 dots, and like this, and so on and so forth. If you are going to move 3, you have this and this. So the more you link up, the more you add double dots. So that's what we have here, 2 dots. And if we go to our contact page and refresh, we will have contact us, and yeah, that's it. See you in the next tutorial. And sorry, I forgot something. Okay, see you in the next tutorial, and we'll continue doing interesting things. We'll have to add a picture on our page. Thank you.